Alright, what is up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris and today I am back with another video here. So the Flyers lose this game 2-1. Just one quick little thing. If you are new to the channel, my name is Chris, like I just mentioned. I do Flyers game recap videos, discussion videos, I do a podcast, all of that different stuff. Talking Flyers 24/7 here on the channel. If you like that type of stuff, if you're into hockey content, Flyers content, anything like that, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below if you enjoy this type of video. Now, this game tonight, Flyers lose 2-1 to the New York Islanders coming out of the All-Star break, and I had some videos planned for All-Star break, and I got sick. I had the flu for like about a week, and I felt really crappy for a good couple days, so I didn't do those videos. I had some pre-recorded that ended up going up when I was sick, and you know, the last video on Kate's and stuff like that. So that was type of the stuff that I was doing, and I had some more things planned for the All-Star game, and I had some Phantoms coverage I wanted to mix in, and I just never got around, unfortunately never got around to it because I was sick. So stay tuned for more of that stuff coming up soon, because again, I have a lot of content coming in, you know, this month and in March and all that stuff. So it's gonna be a really fun couple months here on the channel. So again, hit that subscribe button if you're not already. But again, Flyers lose this game 52, 2-1 to the New York Islanders. It really wasn't a horrible game. Flyers weren't great. They weren't perfect. Islanders weren't either. And obviously they had all the juice from the Bo Horvat deal. And the lines in this one were different. Hayes with Lawton and Tippett, Van Riemsdyk with Cates and Konechny, Farabee with Frost and Allison, Delorier with Brown and Bellows, obviously no McEwen for the Flyers, Provorov and York, Sanheim and Ristolainen, Sealer and D'Angelo, and Carter Hart was in net for this one. So the first period was a mess, an absolute mess. And, you know, the Flyers had to come out and they had to have energy. They had to have jump in their game, and they just didn't. The first 10 minutes were kind of like a seesaw. You know, it was literally the first maybe minute, 15 seconds were the worst possible start you could think of. The Islanders had a chance on the goal line. They almost scored. They were scrambling on all over the Flyers in the defensive end, and then the Flyers took a delay game penalty. It was like, what is going on here? The worst start that you would have wanted for a game coming out of the All-Star break after you just beat Winnipeg 4-0, and just bad. They end up killing that off. Konechny and Lawton had a couple nice plays on the penalty kill. Konechny had a really nice clear and stripped a pass. Outside of that, the Flyers do kill that one off. Tippett had a chance early after a blocked shot. Cates and Van Riemsdyk had a partial 2-on-1. Ristolainen had a couple nice plays getting the puck through to the net off of a good shift by like a mixed line. It was kind of like Brown was out there, TK, like it was kind of like a switch in lines. It was really mostly Islanders in that period. York had a really nice stutter step move. Didn't turn into much, but then he had a play off the rush that ended up getting blocked. So it was a nice find by Konechny to get it to him. Then Konechny had a really nice toe drag off the wall. Beautiful play. Unfortunately, Van Riemsdyk couldn't get that one, so he had the 2-on-1 in front. He had the Konechny pass off the wall. Like it could have been 1-2-0 Flyers up until this point, and up until the 10-minute mark, I'm like, all right, this actually hasn't been that bad of a period. You know, the Islanders had some chances. They had the early power play. The Flyers killed that off, and then they had some chances of their own. Now win these last 10 minutes, and they just didn't do that. It was all Islanders. Holmstrom hit the post. The Flyers had too many turnovers. Lawton, I honestly thought, had a miserable first period. Then takes a penalty. It was an interference call. It was just a bad penalty to take. Cates had a really nice trip on Palmieri, and then Palmieri scored at the under end of the ice. I didn't love this goal for Hart. You know, Palmieri obviously can shoot the puck, but I didn't love that goal. I thought Hart was kind of off his ankle a little bit. Just not the best play overall, and the Islanders had a couple chances late. Barzal, just not a good period. So going into the second, Flyers get a power play here. Tippett draws a holding call. This would be the second penalty. that he would draw in this game, or this was first one of two. They had some looks. Hayes had a feed for long, but ended up getting broken up. It wasn't really that great of a power play. I thought the Flyers, the first 8 minutes were in the Islanders' end. They had plays just getting the puck in deep. They just kept plays alive in the neutral zone, really, and just forced everything through the Islanders in the neutral zone. And I thought the biggest thing was they just got around the Islanders' forecheck. In that first period, it was all Islanders because of their forecheck, and they just had more energy. The Flyers just were able to move the puck up the ice, and they just got around it by playing better, and they had more plays at the net. And Sealer had a play here where he tried to throw it at the net, it gets blocked, it goes down in the Flyers' end. They had a cycle play down low, Barzal scores, it's 2-0. Well, a couple minutes later, Sealer has another play like that. Well, instead of throwing it towards the net, he skeets into it, takes it around the other end, passes it around. D'Angelo shoots it, deflected in front by Delorier, so it's 2-1. And the Flyers have a little bit of life. It gets them back into the game. The fourth line's had some big moments in recent games, getting goals, getting, fights, all that different stuff. They've chipped in. And, the Flyers are in the middle of playing some of their best hockey of the season. And as I've talked about before, everybody's just involved. And they get that goal. After a tough play on the second goal from Barzal, then the Islanders get a power play. It was a hook on Hayes. It was a good kill. They didn't really let them get anything set up. Van Riemsdyk had a chance on a 2-on-1. Kennedy had a chance late. Same for York. And third period, I thought the Flyers came out flat first couple of minutes. Like, that was the main thing. Like, they just didn't have the best start to the third. It was more Islanders in the Flyers' end, and they had some looks. They hit the post. Lawton had a chance on a 2-on-1. The Flyers would get a power play. And this was the turning point of this game, because there's around like 12 minutes or so in this period. You get the power play, and you didn't do a thing with this power play. Like, a thing. Horrible power play. It didn't even get set up once. Not even one time. It was like every guy stick handled it to an Islander. Or tried to pass, hit a skate, tried to dump it, got blocked. It was just horrible. Absolutely horrible. After that, they had looks at the net. They pulled the goalie with 3 minutes left, and then they had some chances, and it was just one of those games. Unfortunately, they just didn't have it tonight for good chunks of this game, and really the first period was kind of what took them out of this. You had that one shift in the second period. I mean, again, it could have went either way. If these two teams were to replay each other in 5 days, I think you could see probably a more higher scoring result and maybe a better game, maybe even a Flyers win. But for the Flyers, who were going into this game 6 points out of a playoff spot, they were a couple behind the Islanders. It would have been good for seeding. You'd let this one go away. I know not everybody's looking at playoffs for this team right now, but if you are, there's that. So unfortunately, it is what it is. I thought some guys played well. I liked York. I thought Ristolainen had another good game defensively, just making plays in the defensive zone and getting them out. I thought Tippett obviously had a good game. I think everybody kind of realizes that. I thought TK had some good moments as well. He faded in and out of the game, but he had some good moments. But, overall, it is what it is. You have to come out Thursday now, and then you have the Oilers, who are a good team, Nashville on Saturday, and then Seattle. So you wanted to kind of start this little homestand off right, because the Western Canada trip never really bodes well for the Flyers. But we'll see. We'll see what happens coming up. Remember, hit that subscribe button down below if you enjoyed this video. Again, stay tuned for the watch party this weekend. Flyers taking on the Predators at 12:30. The stream will start at noon on Saturday here on YouTube. Make sure to come check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Thanks everybody so much for all the support, and I will talk to you all again soon.